Hello, welcome to another episode of the official podcast. It's me, Jackson. Andrew's here, Kai's here as well, and I have a raging question for you guys. Would you still support Batman? Well, okay. You absolutely would, regardless of whatever I say. You would absolutely support Batman.
I should have heard some more of the question before I interjected with something. Yeah,
that was the worst question for you to interject on.
Okay, would I still support Batman? Yes. Continue.
Yeah, if he was also a sex offender.
Yeah. I mean,
but he also did justice.
This is the old trope about
so he's unchanged in every other way. You just know he's a sex offender.
Yeah, and it was like 10 years ago too.
Oh, and he never did
anything.
He didn't reoffend.
You don't know anything about what he did either. It's just like it just says on his record, sex offender.
So it
and
could
not Bruce
be
Wayne,
either
by the
way.
way.
It
Batman.
could be.
It was while he was Batman. It's on Batman's registry, not Bruce Wayne's.
So it could go either way. He could have just been caught urinating on a tree outside.
Exactly,
right?
yes.
Or he literally kidnapped children out of a kindergarten.
Yeah, he could.
So all that happens is I moved to Gotham.
Very easily.
I moved to Gotham and Batman knocks on my door and he goes, "Hello, citizen. I'm here to keep you safe. But first, I need to let you know that I'm a registered member of the Gotham Sex Offender Registry."
If he's doing that, it's going to be... It's got to be a little bit more than just pissing on the side of the church or whatever when he was drunk. You don't go around. You don't have to do that when you piss outside.
Why would he be knocking on your door specifically? Unless it's like, I can't go back to the Batcave. It's too close to a preschool.
Yeah, I moved into the neighborhood near the Batcave, and so he has to let me know I'm within a certain radius of the Batcave.
Is that a thing you have to do? I don't think predators have to like go door to door and announce themselves, do they?
Yeah, they do.
They should.
You can Google them though. I know the registry's online these days now, right? Where you can look.
I know you have to.
Up.
We just introduced that in my state over here in Australia. In my state in Australia, they just introduced the same thing that you guys have, I guess, which is like a registry where you can look up your suburb and see like people on the sex offender registry here. It's public for the first time ever, and it was incredible. I was like reading on Reddit. I was reading like the news article basically from people on Reddit, and nearly every single response was negative about it. They were like, "This won't prevent anything," and so on.
Well, no shit.
It's like, what are you talking?
It's not going to prevent anything at all. It's better to know than to not know. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, exactly. You can't prevent what's already happened.
Yeah,
that's not.
It might be upsetting. It might be distressing, but it is objectively better to know this info than to not. In all cases,
I can't remember their exact arguments, but they were nearly every single comment I read was negative about the idea of there being a registry.
When was this introduced?
Well, if it was all Redditors commenting, they're probably all sex offenders. That's probably why they don't like it.
They're probably on the list. Yeah, they're
I saw my name on there, and I thought everyone forgot. No.
It did seem like that, honestly.
No, it reminds me of what was the guy whose book we read, Jackson, on Criminally Stupid?
Yeah, on Criminally Stupid,
Jean-Pierre.
We read the book by Jean-Pierre Wary, it was called The Confessions from a Three-Strike Prisoner, I think.
Yeah, Three Strikes Predator or something like that. Andrew wasn't here for it. Andrew, one of those predators wrote an entire book about how three strikes laws are mean and pedophiles should be given more chances and more hugs and more kisses and more funding to be rehabilitated. And it was just this... It basically devolves into like gay erotica throughout the middle of it, where it just turns into him lovingly reminiscing about his prison boyfriends and all the little boys that he used to date. It completely sidetracks and just turns into like graphic descriptions of how he used to have threesomes with children.
It's seriously like 350 pages of him talking about like his fucked up life and also all of his different romantic relationships with people of questionable ages as well as people of age, all of the detail there within of their relationships. And also all throughout it, he's like a drug addicted, just absolute lunatic, committing crimes all the time. And then it ends with like him arguing that he should be given more chances, basically. And how the three strike punishment in California is too oppressive or whatever.
Let's not be too harsh on him. Do you guys have a good argument why he shouldn't be given more chances?
Well, he's not Batman.
Oh, God damn it. I thought he was Batman. I thought that was what this was leading up to.
If he was Batman, he
Jean-Bruce Pierre.
Yeah. No, that was fucked. That was a fucked set of episodes of Criminally Stupid. We read through the entire. It took like what 4 or 5 parts.
Oh my god,
5 episodes.
Yeah, that was long.
Yeah,
That was my favorite arc, though. That was one of my favorite, like, Criminally Stupid arcs that we did because it was just so much material to go
we
through.
read the
I honestly,
entire book series. Well, the entire book.
I wish more of them wrote that crap. I wish more of them were arrogant enough to actually. Andrew, he wrote this in a prison, by the way. He had a cellmate. Him and his cellmate just started reminiscing about stories, literally of themselves, how they would like get drunk because both of them are alcoholics and like lure little children to have sex with them. And they turned it into a whole book because they felt, I can't believe that I went to prison just because I like had one run-in with a 13-year-old boy who was like sort of kind of drunk already. It wasn't even really my fault.
that's a really smart thing to do in the middle of a culture that's known for killing pedophiles on sight. Like, that's a genius move to just write it all down for all your fellow prisoners to see at any point.
I don't think most of them can read, but I would imagine that he's segregated in the like pedo wing, I guess, because his cellmate was a weirdo. He went along with it. His cellmate was like, tell me more. Wasn't his cellmate the one writing it down as he was recounting his stories, I think. Anyway, point is, those are the types of people that I imagine Jackson saw on Reddit arguing, this is so mean. Who does it help to put these people on a list that anyone can just see that you molested a child?
I found a different thread that isn't the one that I saw the other day, but it's still the same concept. It's like still talking about the public child sex offender registry that has been, put
Is
into
there a
place
term
here.
I can type in to find it?
I don't know. A lot of the comments are basically just like won't work, always about control. What does that mean? Someone just said always about control.
Well, what is giving information away freely have to do with control? I don't get it. Like, okay,
controlling where I put my dick.
The way I would be behind that idea in any capacity is if they didn't give context. It was just pure. Here's.
Fuck? This one has 56 upvotes. Listen to this. Ready? How is this information useful? Question mark. All I can think is that pedos will use it to have meetups, and lunatics are gonna use it to go vigilante. You fucking idiots! God damn.
Okay. God. The only way I would buy what they're saying is if there was no context. Like if it was just a list, like here's everyone on the list, here's where they live, we're done, then I get the issue. But does it tell you what their crime was? Because that's different. That's a good idea.
I have no clue. I don't know too much about it.
Again, you get on that list, like Kaya said, if you publicly urinate, like who gives a fuck? People piss in the park. I don't care. But if it says what crime they did, then of course people should know. They should absolutely know.
If I was a parent, I'd absolutely want a list of the people in my neighborhood who were potential child sex offenders. So stupid.
I found a cool subreddit called r/sex offender support. Any sex offenders here from Australia? ? Are there any sex offenders here from Australia? My partner is in the process of being investigated and eventually sentenced. I've decided to stick by him. He wants to go through therapy and is very remorseful, trying to support him the best I can. Is there any advice anyone can give me? And then somebody says, I'm in Australia and currently waiting court. I'm in Australia and recently at my sentencing just before Christmas. This is such a weird thing to read where they're like supporting each other.
A support group for sex offenders.
Sticking by him despite his idiocy.
This one here
We're looking
says,
at 2 to 4 years sentencing.
No, this one down here. This one down here says, I think we need more sex offenders in our town. It's from J. Clarke. Interesting.
That's why I'm happy that the registry exists. I can now find the neighborhoods with the most sex offenders to go to.
And then this one underneath that says, I think personally we need more sex offenders. And it's from jack.son.c. These are weird fucking usernames, man.
You want to know what my conspiracy theory is now that I'm thinking about it to do with this registry and why everyone's pissed off about it? I bet it's because Australia's like main market is its property market. Like it's the only way that people accrue wealth over here is investing in property and stuff. I bet people are fucking scared that their property value is going to go down once it's publicly shown that sex offenders live in their neighborhoods and stuff. Like it'll be used as a metric, and that's why they're combative.
Yeah.
Or they're just pedophiles. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, but
I'd
these
say follow the
excuses seem
money.
ridiculous. Is it going to be the casinos behind it again somehow?
Well, no. I'm saying
It is
I would
Australia.
wager that's
Somehow
actually,
the fucking pokies are going to be at fault.
I would wager what Jackson said is a very good reason for why people are pissed. If it hurts their property values, it's almost always coming down to money. It's people who are like, well, how is this helpful? And it's because they don't look at the good societal benefit of parents being able to raise their kids smarter. They look at, oh no, my house is worth 20 grand less than what I bought it for. Oh dear. So that's my guess.
I
Another
like this one.
comment
Typical.
says-
Oh, you go.
It just says all this will do is incite violence. What a horrible idea. No, it's literally just makes
Well,
parents
here's an
aware if
identical
there's
one.
predators. Yeah.
Okay, listen to this one. These laws will not prevent a single crime and may in fact lead to some. And then somebody replies, just don't touch kids, you'll be fine. to which the 200 IQ Redditor replies, and don't have an identical twin who does that either, or even a total stranger who happens to look a bit like you,
What?
You guys ever
does
had
that
an
mean?
identical twin who rapes children and gets you in trouble?
Is he saying
But
that
it's
it's
this cartoon logic.
I think okay, so he's saying that the law is dangerous because people might misidentify each other as sex offenders. because
Okay,
we all
but that's
look
going to
alike.
happen
Yeah.
no matter what, based off of this. If you grow a Hitler mustache and you walk down the street, there's going to be one guy who goes, hey, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Stop right there. Like, that's going to happen if you look like something identifiable. What the
This
fuck
is
do you
such a-
mean?
It's also so easily solved. Like, hey, are you so and so on the sex offender registry? And you go, no, here, look, my driver's license. That's not me at all. Why?
It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
we look alike.
I get that a
Yeah.
lot. I actually have no interest in touching your children. It's nice to meet you.
I get that a lot.
Extend firm handshake.
Children naturally run away from me.
Yeah.
It's
The
just
odds
such
of that
a weird concept.
The odds of that are astronomical. Is the point? Good luck. Good luck finding your exact duplicate, and they just so happen to be on the sex offender registry in your city. Like, okay, sure.
It's just such a weird concept. People being this offended by the idea. Like you guys have it over there, right? Like pretty,
Yeah.
like every state.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
And they
It doesn't
usually- they
prevent the crime. I'm
congregate-
not going to say that it prevents the
like-
crimes or anything, but it does allow people to know if there's a threat in their neighborhood.
Well, listen to this one. This is so odd. Another guy says, I read a post from a mom who had found out her next door neighbor is a child sex offender through this process. Maybe controversial, but honestly, I just don't see how that helps anyone. She's now stuck feeling uneasy unless she moves. Then can't apply for her new locality's information until she's actually in the new place. I can't even imagine the anxiety she's going through. She mentioned she already had a bad vibe from this neighbor and had sheltered her kids from it. What is the argument here? That like
Yeah,
she would be better
so she
off
got
not knowing that
confirmation.
there's an
Yeah.
that she would be better off not knowing that there's an active danger living next to her children. Like, of course it's better to know. Like, thank God.
The
Yeah.
argument is it's better to live in ignorance, in
Yeah.
bliss,
Yeah.
even though there's an active threat next.
So
a
you
threat
guys in
next to your door.
Australia, are just so stupid and whiny and behind the
No,
times.
these people. Are,
I
yeah, these
literally
people
just
are
went on the
fucking
government
absolutely
website
stupid.
right now for sex offender registry, and I went to a major city, and I'm literally just scrolling through, and it just lists all of them on the map where they live and where they're expected to be. This has been a thing in
What their
America
weak
for
points are.
fucking like 20 years. Like, this is not new, you know? But they're whining about
I'm
it.
telling you, it's enlightened Redditors who think that they're intellectuals and have to take like the contrarian opinion, or they're just predators. I'm not sure. Like I don't see.
It really is. It reeks of the, for the millionth
No.
time, it reeks of the fucking lolly arguments where like, ugh, you don't want this? That just means you actually want to do it yourself, huh? It's not going to save anyone.
I'm gonna go the statistical route. I don't think they're all predators. I don't
No,
think
I
that
don't
makes
think
any
they're
statistical
predators.
sense. I think it's a combination of people are afraid it's gonna hurt their property values and their wealth and their neighborhood reputation, and also the typical Reddit knee-jerk reaction argument, which is, oh, the government did a thing. We don't like that. That's bad.
Redditors love when their governments do things. Like they're not. Yeah, they love when governments act in their interests.
By the way, I'm reading this right now. It says eligible Queensland residents to apply for access to photographs of certain reportable offenders. So it's not like this is public either. You have to prove that you actually live in the neighborhood.
Yeah, which is
and only
perfectly
then
fine.
do they let you see. Yeah, that is like, if anything, it should be publicly accessible, but it's not even that far.
Yeah.
It's like literally you have to prove that, hey, I live here. Here's my whatever utility bill and my bank
driver's
account
license,
statements.
yeah.
I live here. Yeah, my driver's license. It states I live here. Can I please be told if my neighbor has been in prison for like molesting children?
Meanwhile,
it's not even open to the public.
Again, I'm on the American government website, and when I click on one of these little blips on the map, it pulls up a picture of the person as well as their date of birth and last seen location. Like they don't give a fuck. They'll
I
tell
don't
you
understand.
everything.
It's just such a weird situation where Australia, rightfully so, is called a nanny state in a lot of the ways. Like the people are fine with laws that are, make them safer but prohibit their rights compared to America, at least. But this is the line. This is where they're like, actually, pedophiles' rights should be preserved. And
yeah, honestly.
and they should not be shown on a list that makes their neighbors educated on their offenses.
Yeah, honestly, I mean that is a good point. All of these same people would be okay with like destroying someone's life for a joke they tweeted 10 years ago. But if you're a pedophile who did something 10 years ago, that shouldn't be on a list. What's the big deal? Why?
It's so
what else
strange.
is going on? r/Australian.
No, we can
Well,
stop
no,
there.
let's apply to that Queensland thing and put
Yeah, I
Jackson on
suppose
the list
nothing
where he
interesting.
belongs.
Put him on the list.
Yeah.
I'm the only one on the list
In the whole area.
in the whole of Queensland.
The whole island. It's just one blip at Jackson's house.
Andrew, did you've watched West Wing, right? Which
No.
is it you that's watched
West Wing?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Neither of you watched West Wing. Okay.
No.
I was gonna bring up one of the actors from that show. It's like one
Uh-huh.
of my favorite shows of all time. He's been outed at. I don't know why I'm laughing. He was outed as a predator, and the headlines that came out about it. The headlines that came out about it made me laugh. One of them just reads, "The actor's name surrenders to police on child sex abuse charges," and then a quote from him that just reads, "I did not do anything to those little boys." End quote.
Wait, what is his name? Who is
his
it?
name is Timothy Busfield. Imagine having to make that statement. I did not do anything to those little boys.
Oh my God. I mean, he's specified and everything.
Yeah, I mean that is a very explicit denial.
Yeah.
What is the accusation actually that he like?
I have no clue. I didn't look into it. I was just like, that is an insane headline. And also, I'm sad now.
Okay, so he was on West Wing and he got arrested. This came out recently. Like this story just came out.
That's why it was on my brain.
He got arrested. They released his mugshot, which is how news journalists found out about it. And he was accused of touching a 7-year-old boy over his clothes 3 times, which is not good.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I noticed something. They arrested him on charges of touching one boy, and he says, "I did not do anything to those little boys," plural.
So I kept reading. He later got more claims that another boy said he touched him 5 or 6 times. So, and then there's going to be another boy who's like, "Oh yeah, well he touched me 9 or 10 times," and it's going to keep going and going.
The boy's twin brother told authorities he was touched by Busfield but did not specify where.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to get in trouble. When interviewed by authorities, Busfield suggested that the boy's mother was seeking revenge for her children being replaced on the series. He also said he likely would have picked up and tickled the boys, saying the set was a playful environment. Okay, Dan Schneider.
It's a Dan Schneider / Brian Singer situation.
Yeah. Hey, Teehee, what if I grabbed all you little underage girls' feet and put them in my mouth? Teehee, just kidding. Unless, you want to work for Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah, this guy should be on the Queensland sex offender registry, it sounds like.
But only him and you. And you guys have to figure out how to coordinate around each other.
We can't live in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, and he's not even Australian, so he's just kind of like, what the fuck am I doing here? I don't know where anything is.
It's such a shame. It is a shame. I love West Wing. No, I don't. No, I'm not going to feel the same watching it.
Really? Isn't
Is he
that like
like
an
a
old
big
people
actor in it?
show?
It's not an old people show. It's just a really good show.
Oh.
Speaking of really good shows,
Yeah.
Andrew,
Is it time for my topic?
it is time for your topic.
Okay. Or do we want to do it last because it might spoil the show, so we give more people more of the episode before they have to skip for spoilers? Why don't we do that? Why don't we save that one last? And we'll do Kaya's topic or one of his topics.
You're gonna have
and then
to.
we'll do that
You're gonna
one
have to
last.
hang around, guys, to find out what show we might be talking about. That
Yeah, it's
has
so
got
easy to
us
guess.
in a little
But-
tizzy.
Yeah, so the easiest. If you guess whatever show is popular right now, you win. You did it. Anyway,
I actually don't know what other shows are out at the moment. Are there any other shows?
really not much currently fighting against it.
Oh, I did watch the most of
Boss
the
Man
Chair
Horse
Company
Jack.
last night.
Oh, how did you like
Oh.
it?
I thought it was I thought it was really good. It was definitely
Yeah.
like extremely surreal. And Tim Robinson fucking kills it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the first half is probably stronger.
There's a level of humor to that show that I don't think I've ever seen anywhere else. Like when he goes to the shirt store and the shirt employee's just
Yeah.
like, look at the buttons. He's at his limit. And like he just delivers it in a way that I've never heard another human being speak. I think that's a big part of why
What?
the show is so funny.
The thing that I found the most interesting about the show, and the thing that it does the best, is it like literally, it starts off pretty wacky, but each episode, it feels like it just gets more and more surreal. Like you're
Yeah.
just, as you're watching it, maybe it's because I binged it all at once, but it really feels like you're just going insane. Like,
Did you watch the
further and
entire
further
show
into
at
it.
one point? You finished it?
I've got one episode left.
Finish the last episode and then we can talk about going insane. You're gonna like the last episode.
Well, it already feels like I have just gone completely nuts.
Yeah.
Like there's so much
Which
of the
is
show
on
where I'm like, what the
purpose.
fuck is happening?
It's on purpose.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's just like I'm watching it. I'm sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? What am I watching?
Yeah.
And obviously that's the intended effect. And that's
Yeah.
the comedy of it. And I do get that.
It's a show that does a very rare thing for me, which is where I'm both laughing and like seriously invested in the plot. Like it's doing both. I really want to know the mystery. I really want to know what's going on, but also the jokes are hitting and the bullshit silliness of it isn't taking away from that, you know? It's rare that a show can do both. I think that show nails
it's
it.
not like a typical comedy show where it's just like joke after joke with like a loose plot. This has
Mhm.
like a strong plot throughout it, and then every single situation is just more surreal than the last, and you're just like left scratching your head, but still finding comedy and the character interactions and stuff. I will say it's also kind of, it's got a little sprinkle of like a heartwarming story under there as
Yeah.
well with him and his daughter. I really like
The
that
way
angle.
the way I'd pitch the show is it's Severance for morons. Like it's that same
Yeah.
kind of whoa, things are weird and make no sense and like this and that, and they kind of reveal the pieces behind everything, but the tone of the show is just totally different. Like they both have that feel of like what the fuck is happening, but Chair Company is much more like who cares? Here's a funny joke. Don't worry about it, you know?
Yeah.
It's a great
No,
show.
It's great. It's great. I do recommend it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, it's very, very fun, very good show.
What
Kaya,
have you
hit us
been
with a
watching
topic.
lately, Kaya?
K-slop, K-drama. And
Oh.
I've not seen The Chair Company, but I've seen a lot of K-slop, which for whatever reason, Netflix keeps churning them out. So, and they're all dubbed. I don't know. That's my drug. That's my guilty pleasure is K-drama.
Oh.
They're very, very silly, very lovable people.
Well, speaking-
love
Lovely.
corny shows.
Speaking of K-drama, did you see that the South Korean prosecutor is arguing for the former president's death at the the They're charging him.
The
I
guy
have not seen that.
the guy who did the
Yeah,
whole
he
martial
did-
law bullshit.
Yeah, there's like a martial law coup attempt
Oh.
by him or whatever. Yeah,
Mhm.
it looks like he's getting the death penalty.
Oh my
So
god!
I
that's
didn't even
pretty-
know those guys had the death penalty.
Me neither.
I think they brought it back just for him.
Aw. I thought he was like forgiven or something.
Not by
He
this
was impeached by
prosecutor.
simply.
Everyone else may have forgiven him. This prosecutor holds a grudge. This is like the most K-drama thing of all time.
He said, no, it's not. I mean, it's missing time travel and demons and magical powers.
I bet at the court trials, the prosecutor and him end up falling in love, and she then has to argue to release him from the punishment that she's already sentenced him with, and things like that. And then time travel can come into it then.
They're gonna be in court, and the prosecutor's gonna have the best argument ever, and then the judge is gonna say, "We find you guilty," and now death. And as soon as that gavel hits, the prosecutor's gonna have a moment in slow motion where she goes, "Oh my God, I love him. What have I done?"
Yeah.
No.
Because she spent the entire last year and a half learning all about him, like his life.
And then she has to win his freedom from the death penalty. Then she gets kidnapped in a van, and she wakes up at an island in a little bunk bed room, and they play funny little music, and then these guys in masks with shapes on them come out, and they explain what they're gonna do for $456 million.
No, that's
Did you guys know this part, by the way?
What?
Listen here, Mr. Yoon, this is the guy who led the insurrection that they're now trying to death penalty. In one of the trials, Mr. Yoon faces the charge of sending military drones over North Korea in 2024 in an attempt to trigger instability in the Korean peninsula and use it as an excuse to declare martial law. North Korea accused South Korea of sending drones at the time, but did not respond with a military provocation. So this guy was sending little drones over North Korea to goat them, poke them into a war.
Yeah, what's
come
funnier
on,
though
attack
is
us, come on.
North Korea was the one with the calm
restraint.
And the restraint. They're guys, South Korea's trying to provoke us.
Can you guys stop sending balloons
The bigger
over?
man.
God, we're trying to do stuff.
Imagine Kim Jong-un being the bigger man in an exchange. He's just like, I'm not taking the bait.
Fucking wild. To go back to the concept of the prosecutor and Mr. Yoon, though, Andrew, what if she falls in love with him just as the gavel hits? She realizes what's wrong, but her uncle's like an inventor and he's invented a time travel device or something. So then she has to go back in time and convince Mr. Yoon not to send those drones over North Korean borders and things like that.
It's a tragic time travel loop tale where her doing that actually set events in motion to make her prosecute him in the first place. And she didn't realize it. She was orchestrating things behind the scenes. Like she was gathering all the actual evidence to prove he's innocent, but the one in the past finds it and goes, "This is the perfect evidence I need to find him guilty." And she's like, "Oh no, that was supposed to stop that from happening. No." Right,
That
Kaya?
is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Kaya, would you watch 13
would you watch
seasons of that?
Probably 13 seasons, I don't know, but I would watch it, yeah.
Oh, fuck. We should go to South Korea and make television. This is amazing.
I don't know South Korean.
I know.
So?
I
Doesn't
guess
matter.
we could dub it in South Korea.
They're making a Squid Game American. We can make a prosecutor love American. It's fine.
Yeah.
You can literally make them say gibberish. We're going to dub it anyway.
Why do they get to come over here and make Hollywood movies and we don't get to go over there and make South Korean movies?
That's a really good
You
point.
can if you have the money.
Well,
no, I just mean in Hollywood
now hold
in
on.
general.
We have a Patreon and an idea. Hold on a minute.
That's all we need.
We need a new tier on Patreon. It'll be, what does a movie cost? $100,000 a month, and it'll be the K-drama tier. And it'll be, if you sign up for this tier, if we get enough people, we'll go to Korea and film a full K-drama movie based on that plot.
Could we make a
Just for
movie
them?
for $100,000?
Just for them, only for them. Yeah, only Patreon release.
Oh, we definitely could. As an avid horror movie enthusiast, yes, you can. But it's not going to be good.
Well, I don't know. It could be good, right? Like, I think bad movies are just bad.
We would have to cut corners. Like, all of our friends and family would have to be the actors, right?
Yeah, the budget
Or
would
we
be
just
that.
have to, get random South Koreans off the streets. Like, hey, can I buy you McDonald's and you act
You
in this
can make-
episode?
No, we could get good actors that just have to be
No.
like the West Wing guy that just have to be on lists.
Yeah, so we make a full sex offender pageantry just to save money.
Yes.
Perfect. Just
It
the
would be-
scum of society,
Yeah.
like just South Korean Arkham Asylum cast.
I want a guy to be watching this in the South Korean movie theater, and he pauses and he goes, I think the guy playing the judge is the guy who molested my sister. Hang on a minute.
It'd be like the opposite of what Hollywood does, where they put like Hugh Jackman in a movie expecting it to sell like $60 million or whatever. worth of tickets. It's like the opposite of that. All of our actors are just the most horrible people. It's also directed by Bryan Singer.
Ooh. Yeah, we need
Or
to
M.
find
Night
like South Korean
Shyamalan.
Weinstein.
M. Night Shyamalan's not a bad dude.
I mean, he had his heyday. I can't think of a good
His
movie he
writing
made
is.
since a long time.
No, but I mean, he's not on a list.
Oh, you want like
Yeah.
actual criminals for that?
Well, yeah, it's going to be the easiest ones to haggle down on price.
So we could have Dan Schneider produce it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Things
putting
like
it-
that.
Yeah.
Although that seems like wasted. That seems like wasted money. Why would we want to produce it? We'd be the producers.
I don't want to be on the list. I'm not touching this movie.
Yeah. Wait. True. Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to be involved in this. You're right.
Yeah.
We just. How do we like scrub our hands
Well,
from
we'll call it
then?
a Jackson Clarke production, and you can say no, it's a different Jackson Clarke.
Yeah.
The production. Yeah. The production. Address is linked to my real address on the registry.
Clarkson Jark.
The opening credits include your social security number, address, phone number, all that shit. If you have any questions about the movie.
The secret to a good life is a good night's rest, and that's why the sponsor for this week's episode, Helix Sleep, is a fantastic sleep partner for you. They know that. They understand that sleep is the most important aspect of your life. It really is when you think about it. You're spending 7 hours of every day, or you should be spending 7 hours of every day having solid sleep. A good night's sleep sets you up for the rest of the day, meaning that the other 66% of your life can be, let's say, Helix Sleep induced greatness. Why is Helix Sleep so good at making mattresses? Well, they understand that every person has different sleep issues. I myself, I like to cradle a pillow while I sleep because it helps my back. I have back problems, so sleeping on my back is painful. And Helix Sleep understands that, and with their sleep profile and sleep quiz, you can go through and answer some questions, and they'll determine exactly what mattress they should hook you up with, meaning that you get the best mattress for all of your little peculiarities that no one else would pick up on if you didn't tell the truth on the Helix Sleep quiz. Helix Sleep, who is a longtime partner of the show, well loved by us, we stand by them and sleep on them, is so confident in their mattresses that they give you a 120-night sleep trial and lifetime limited warranty, meaning that if you run into issues, you're covered, or if you don't like the sleep that Helix Sleep provides you within those first 120 days, you can return and get a full refund. But you don't have to worry about that, honestly, because Helix Sleep ran a study where they found that 82% of those involved in the study and who slept on Helix Sleep mattresses saw an increase in their deep sleep cycle while sleeping on their Helix Sleep mattress, meaning that more likely than not, you're going to see significant improvement in your sleep, which is fantastic because, again, an improvement in your sleep means an improvement in the rest of your life. Can't stress that enough. It is the backbone of your life. To find out what makes Helix Sleep so great today by going and doing that sleep quiz, you can go to helixsleep.com/official for 20% off site-wide, just completely 20% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/official for 20% off site-wide as part of their New Year's sale final hours. This is the final hours of their New Year's sale. Please make sure you enter our show name after checkout so Helix knows that we love them a lot. That's helixsleep.com/official. Go check them out. They really do. They've been sponsoring and supporting this show for so long. Really do stand by Helix Sleep mattresses. They are very, very comfortable mattresses, very affordable. Highly recommend you go check it out. Even more affordable now, 20% off. So helixsleep.com/official. Go check it out if you're in the business for a mattress, or if you like taking little quizzes online, you can do that and find out more about yourself. I highly recommend you do it anyway. Thank you. And now back to the episode. You know who I haven't thought about in a long time?
Probably the guy who beat The Rock at SummerSlam in WWE. Yeah,
I don't know that reference, so yes, you're right.
Okay.
But also Harvey Weinstein. What happened to him?
Isn't he like in prison?
Is he dead?
No, I don't think so. Nope. Is an American, so he's still dead. Still alive, I mean.
Well, hang on.
The New York Court of Appeals overturned the New York rape convictions because of egregious errors. Weinstein remained in prison
Retrial.
because of the California conviction. The retrial began on April, blah, blah, blah. An additional rape charge case against Weinstein was given a mistrial. Did they let him go?
How many mistrials does this guy have?
I don't fucking know.
So did they let him go?
Where is he now? Personal life activism. sexual abuse, additional charges.
I think he's still in prison. I think he's just waiting for a new trial, maybe.
I hope so.
Anyway, Kai, what was your topic?
I forgot. I saw something cool about an Nvidia-backed company wants to... Hold on. I clicked the wrong link. Some company backed by Nvidia allegedly wants to have the first hotel on the moon by 2032. And the price is going to be $416,000 per night. So there's another goal for our Patreon, fellas.
So do
you think this will do any better than the Star Wars hotel?
Straight up a hotel on the moon, straight up. You just moon tourism?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, moon tourism by 2032.
First of all, that's fucking awesome.
Yes.
But also...
It is.
Terrifying.
$416,000 a night. What about the employees there? What's the commute like?
Well, no, better question. How much would you have to get paid to work in a hotel on the moon?
A lot.
Like a lot.
But I imagine you also have to like pass a lot of like even their fucking like butlers are gonna be astronauts. I mean, imagine that. First of all, this is gonna be like an exclusive hotel for billionaires. It's literally just gonna be fucking Jeff Bezos and
Here's my stipulation. Here's my
club.
stipulation. Yeah, they'll have to be astronauts, but I exclusively want my room catered by old astronauts. So I want like Buzz Aldrin serving me tea and shit. All the ancient ones.
Like, he literally can't go back to Earth, otherwise his bones will explode.
Exactly. He's stuck there serving me forever.
They arrive on the moon, and we do the Dubai slave thing where we take their passports away and they have to work it off to return.
Ports, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't, at some age, you can't go back.
No, you're stuck. I mean, the logistics of this,
well,
like
that's the other thing.
400K a night. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money, but the logistics of this, I get it. Getting the people and the equipment and the journey there. It's what, like a 3-month, longer than that, rocket ride to get to the moon? Rockets ain't cheap. Like, I get it, man.
God, that sounds like the worst, like even worse than a cruise where you're just stuck. Like, imagine you're on the moon and you just want to get off now. You're fucked.
Yeah.
Sorry, but like the next rocket takes off. Even if the rocket takes off immediately, sir, Mr. Billionaire, even if you buy the rocket right now, it's still gonna, like, you're not gonna be home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And the Wi-Fi reception there is probably fucking terrible too.
No, they're gonna have Starlink, Moonlink.
They're gonna have a series of satellites that linked up between the moon and the Earth. Okay, I'm joking about that. That's probably actually gonna happen. We are going to have a network.
That is gonna happen.
Yeah, we're gonna have a network.
Well, Starlink already announced. They already announced like Mars Link and having satellites in between Mars and Earth for internet on Mars. So I'm sure they can get that done. Technologically speaking, I have full faith that this can be done.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's just going to be fucking rich fucks yucking it up there.
Wouldn't it have been way cooler if it was just like a giant copper cable between the moon and Earth?
The space elevator. Kind of. The space elevator,
well, yeah,
man.
I would love a space elevator.
Yeah.
I would love a space elevator.
We need to bring back the
but
space
what if
elevator.
It snaps? Have you not seen that movie with Tom Cruise?
Well, that was the whole argument by every scientist when they were actually proposing the space elevator. Like when some people on Reddit were like, "Well, wait, why don't we build a space elevator?" They were like, "Okay, the Earth spins around. This thing is not going to stay together at all. It's going to snap immediately."
Every single time,
you're going to have terrorists and whatnot.
Space terrorists.
Yeah.
Space pirates.
ISIS? Oh no.
Space pirates. Going to be a thing. Mass Effect's going to be real, Jackson.
Oh.
Yes.
That would have been so exciting to me 10 years ago.
Well, yeah.
Still exciting. Still going to be cool. My prediction is they're not even going to have human astronauts, butlers at all. I think they're all going to have a bunch of robots serving them their champagne on Mars or in the moon, rather.
I wager this price is very optimistic. I can't imagine where they got these calculations, but I mean, in my mind, it sounds cheap for all the resources and time and whatnot that's going to be put into having a whole functioning hotel on a celestial body, God knows how far away. Like, I can't wager it's going to be that cheap.
I also do think 2032 is pretty optimistic as well, by the way. 6 years to build a hotel on the moon.
Well, it's one of those like flying car arguments where it's like, well, why don't we have flying cars right now? And it's like, hypothetically, maybe we could, but have you seen the other problems we have? Like the ocean's full of fucking plastic and the ozone's getting hotter. Like, we don't want to do that. There's more important shit.
Also, you're probably imagining like a resort or something like that, you know, like a big Marriott building, but it's probably just like a prefab, like space
Yeah.
base kind of thing.
There's a 0% chance that there's any like actual luxury on it. It's just going to be like, okay, well, you're on the moon now, and now do this and make sure to breathe this way and move over here, and everyone clip your safety rail on when moving to this station. Like, there's going to be 40 million different steps to make sure you don't die in space.
I think you're wrong.
You're just
Well, that
you're just
too,
in
of
like
course,
a NASA prefab building thing.
Yeah,
What's
but it's
that?
not NASA. It's a private company. I think this is just going to be a billionaire
No,
hangout.
I meant a
billionaires
NASA
have-
light,
Mm.
like it basically like the same kind of design that NASA would build.
I
Not
just
by
wonder
NASA.
though, who would actually be up for it though? Like let's look at viable candidates like Zuckerberg and Bezos. Do you really think they'd want to leave the Earth for however long it would take to get there just to hang out at a hotel?
Yes.
Yeah, tech.
Are you kidding? Have you seen the movie Elysium? They're gonna move there and leave the rest of us here down on Earth to fucking suffocate
But then
and eat maggots
but
for
then,
sustenance.
Like how do they run their business though? It's going to be
Yeah,
all the way from the
how
planet.
remotely.
how does Musk play Diablo for?
Yeah. Well, what's the delay on signals from the Earth to the moon? If it's pretty substantial, you know, you got to get that instant
Probably
gonna
about
be
the
more-
same
it's
as
not going to be
America to Australia.
substantial. Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
he's going to have like 800 millisecond ping. That's really not a big deal. He can zoom in.
Hey guys, I'm here
I
for the
cannot find
quarterly
any,
earnings
like-
report. I'm on the moon again. What's up, everybody?
Gru's moon. So the company, I guess, is called Gru, and here's an image of it, which kind of looks like a luxurious. I don't even know what to call this. Looks
It just looks
interesting
like
for
a
sure.
that just looks like a shitty grok image.
Yeah, it
I know.
looks like
I mean,
a
it is.
decommissioned. It looks like a decommissioned train station. Like it does not look good.
The company seems to believe that it's going to have, quote, revenue sovereignty, unlike a government agency, thanks to its ability to tap into high net worth private capital. That means we can milk millionaires and billionaires, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah, who else can afford a $400,000 a night
Wait.
ticket?
Wait. Thanks to its ability to tap into. Wait, scroll up. I'm reading it.
Mhm.
Tap into high net worth private capital and its marketing of a product people will actually want. Like, yeah, we want it, but that's kind of like unrealistic, right? I mean, I don't even know if I want it to go to a shitty
I
hotel.
mean,
on the
eventually it
moon.
will work, yeah. But and that there's
think
no
that's
mention of how the
optimistic.
hotel is going to be staffed. This is just one of those like moonshots, haha, pun intended.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we have a fancy idea, pay us money, like reserve tickets. I want this to be real, just so I can see those Disney adults literally sell all of their belongings and take out a third mortgage on their house and pay the fucking $400,000 or whatever it is. Go there, be underwhelmed, just like they were with the Star Wars hotel, just to come back broke.
You know what was cool about
Imagine
the Star
getting
Wars
evicted.
hotel? Like there was a lot of issues with the Star Wars hotel, but one of the coolest parts is because of how claustrophobic and just complete daylight isolating it was designed. They had an atrium that had open air windows, so that if you were like, "Hey, I want to see the sky and the sun again," you could just hang out there while you were at the hotel because you're not really supposed to leave. Imagine being here and that's not an option. You're just stuck indoors permanently. The end. Fuck you. You want trees? Go
yeah.
fuck yourself.
Yeah, but you're on the moon.
Yeah, but look at your
Yeah.
cool
Yeah,
dusted
but-
rocks. That makes you feel good. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
but
like
maybe
you
not
are
to but the
committed.
people that love the moon and space.
How
Yeah,
many
you're
people
gonna be
love the
committed,
moon
like,
that
even-
much and also have $400,000 lying around?
Well, okay, I mean, that is total. If I had that much billionaire money, I would totally. That is worth seeing the moon, even if it's just a desolate, like, gray rock. It's like, damn,
But how long would you
I'm in a
stay?
jacuzzi on the moon.
Yeah,
Huh?
you just gotta suffer it out for the week that you're there or whatever to say that you've been there.
Yeah.
Experience it.
Let's-
If you've got billions of dollars, yeah.
Okay, so
They're going to have, like, what is the prison called on ships, like on cruises where they throw in,
Brig.
like, unruly passengers? The brig. They're going to have one of those for all the Disney adults that come by and then they can't pay off the rest of the night. They're like, man, we're going to have to put you away until we ship you back in the cargo hold. I mean, the best side, like Andrew said, the upside of the Disney Star Wars hotel is that it's on Earth and you can leave, especially if you're asked
Yeah.
to leave. Whereas on this thing, they're gonna have to have a moon prison. Oh, imagine being the first moon prisoner.
Oh, the first person to get fucking wasted and piss on the moon and get the moon sex offender map. Yeah.
Oh, in the drunk tank in the moon. God, being drunk on the moon would suck. Like being drunk on Earth, too drunk on Earth already sucks. Imagine that, but like at low gravity, so your stomach acid is just floating around in your guts.
Yeah. I mean, well, you gotta, like, there's logistics to all of this. You know, you set a hot tub in the moon, and that sounds cool in concept, but remember the gravity. Like, if you kick the water a little too hard, there goes your hot tub. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
there's stuff
They're gonna have to put you in one of those,
for.
like, gravity wheel, like things that artificially generate gravity or something, like a hamster wheel to keep the water in place. That would be cool.
Also,
They're gonna.
I did
have
some
to have
more
a sex offender registry too.
Yeah, I did some more Googling, by the way, and I've changed my tune on this. Apparently, modern rockets now can get you to the moon in as little as 3 days. So this seems far more feasible with that knowledge. I still thought the moon took like a month or something, but 3 days is nothing.
Yeah, we have modern technology. That is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm in.
Cool
I don't know.
Like technologically, this is cool as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do 3 days in a car nonstop.
Yeah, that's true.
But the
I
rocket
mean,
is not a car. It's a big vessel. It's like a ship. You can move around and do stuff. You don't have to just sit there.
plus, you get to see something that no other human, like only a handful of other humans have ever seen. It's not like sitting in a car and looking at the fucking highway, right? You get to look at the sun and the stars and shit.
I can watch Interstellar and get the same experience.
Yeah.
Truth nuke, but I was gonna say my worry would be I would be sitting in that fucking tube paranoid thinking I'm gonna end up like those people in the submarine. Like this thing is gonna implode any moment.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
No, I would never feel comfortable or relaxed or safe while I was there. Like I would love to do the voyage, but as soon as I was on the moon, I'd stay there for a couple hours and then leave. I would not feel comfortable sleeping there.
What's the toilet situation like on like space shuttles that go up into space? Is it similar to like airplane toilets?
Yes, they have a little vacuum.
You pee like into a vacuum tube. Yeah.
Does it suck
where you
it out
pee
of
into
you?
and then it gets recycled for water.
You put
have you never watched the sci-fi movie?
You put a hose in your pee hole and it slurps it out like a straw for you. You don't even use your muscles. Yeah, it just slurps it.
Jackson, you've not seen The Martian where they all poop into a vacuum tube and then they like dehydrate it and they use it to grow potatoes and you eat the poop potatoes?
No, I get that they recycle the stuff, of course. I'm saying how does the act of pooping work in space?
Like that, I would imagine. If I was on that thing, I would stick to liquids.
Could you push it out, or
on a rocket?
Would it get stuck on the Would it get stuck in your ass cavity due to gravity?
No, you could push it out. It's not like gravity helps a lot when you're shitting.
Do you think that every astronaut...
Plus, there's a vacuum again.
No, it's not so much.
Do you think
it's
every
not so much
astronaut
like gravity
ever just doesn't shit because the poop won't come out in space?
No, yeah, they shit. I'm asking if there's like an apparatus involved or something like that. Like
it's called a toilet.
Like a vacuum. I know that they shit into a toilet. I'm saying, is there something that helps the motion of them shitting?
Do you need help shitting, Jackson?
Maybe.
It's a vacuum. Like
it's a vacuum.
Imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, so it just automatically. So wait, could it suck out of you without you even knowing?
I mean, you would have to sit down on the toilet for it to suck it out of you.
Yeah, if your butthole spreads a little bit, then it just automatically vacuums out.
I guess. I have to say, this company is backed by some heavy hitters: Y Combinator, Nvidia, Anduril, and SpaceX. So they have faith in this somehow.
They have a whole
always Y Combinator.
They have a whole 6-year plan for now until launch day, where they're like, "Hey, here's all of our steps to actually get this going."
Check this out. They have like a whole Minecraft map laid out of the area. So there's like a mausoleum with a glue capsule in it.
Oh shit! They're building a temple so you can worship the sun god.
Why is this like? It's like a cult
or the moon god.
Yeah.
Oh, this actually does look like a cult, kinda.
Yeah, this does look like a cult.
There's like 3 rooms. So what, are they like gonna rent 3 rooms per lunar cycle or something? Maybe.
I would imagine you can't really scale upward until you do a small version of it.
Did they already, have they already bought the land?
Fair, actually,
Do they own land on the moon right now?
That's a very good question. Is the rest of the world going to let them build on the moon, especially if it's a fucking hotel and not like a space station? It's a good question.
It's America. What are they going to do about it? What is Germany going to give America lip?
Well,
you're not allowed to do that, yeah?
They could They just go, hey. No, they just go, hey, you're not allowed to launch that rocket. The end. Fuck you. We'll shoot you down.
The end. And then America does anyway.
Yeah.
he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong.
But like, who owns the moon currently?
We do. We put that flag in it, remember?
True, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought it was like
Goddamn
shared.
right.
I thought
Our
it was like
moon.
Antarctica, though.
No, shut up. It's our moon. Fuck you, Australia.
Oh, they have a whole white
I don't
paper.
wanna-
Look, Jackson, just because Russia had the first man in space and the first animal in space and the first outer orbit flight and the first successful rocket launches doesn't mean that they own the moon and space, okay? We do, because we got the first guy there. So there. It's our moon. It's our
We have a
space.
space
Put the
force.
flag in it.
Yeah.
True.
The flag's
You're
there.
the only ones capable of defending it with your space marines.
Okay, here, I found it. In their white paper, hotel capacity, version 2 hotel, 10 people. Average stay duration, 5 nights.
Mm-hmm.
Hotel structure lifetimes 20 years. That's not much.
I would
So-
imagine it's because the lack of atmosphere means that shit's just going to be bombarded by like radiation and rocks and all
Yeah,
sorts
that's
of
what
shit.
It's just going to explode
Yeah, that's what I
and
was wondering,
depressurize
like-
eventually.
Yeah.
What's the risk of you just getting randomly hit by a little asteroid?
Probably
They're going to have like some sort of a defense system, right? Like a laser system that the military uses nowadays to shoot rockets down.
Well, yeah. I mean,
They're gonna have to
look
have
at the moon.
something.
It's covered in little acne marks from all the impacts it's taken.
Yeah.
I hate that the more we're reading this, the more I'm convinced this is a really good idea and I want this to happen. Wow.
They're like eyeballing holes that they found on the moon for like possible future locations. This is like me playing Minecraft. Like, hey, here's a cozy nook that we could build a base on. Lunar pits and caves provide significant protection against micrometeoroids and larger meteoroids, as well as galactic cosmic rays and solar energetic particles from
Okay, so
solar
they're gonna-
flares.
They're going to build a moon hotel in a cave on the moon. That's not what the picture looked like. It's pretty
I mean,
different
that
to
would
what they
still
were
be cool.
advertising before. I mean, yeah, undeniably. But like, you're in a cave on the moon. You can't even see this like space. Like, you're just in a cave.
Okay, what? Our currently imagined V2 hotel is inspired by the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco. Oh, this is on Earth.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Can we do this? Can we just write like a fucking white paper we pulled out of our ass and get like
billions of dollars,
Nvidia
yeah.
funding? Yeah, hey, Nvidia, amusement park on the moon. Pay
What,
me.
like Futurama?
Yeah,
Yeah.
private prison on the moon. I'll run it. I'll be
Well,
the
I think
head
you were-
warden.
I think you were on the right direction before when you said just build a Disney park on the moon.
Yeah, that would recoup the
Yeah,
investment.
honestly.
Why
I
not?
mean, again, people
Giant
would
moon
actually take out their
roller
life
coasters?
savings to go there. I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, and you could even sell, like, you know how the Disney adults are always like overweight women? Like on the moon, they're not going to feel as heavy. It would be like a unique experience for them to not feel as fat.
Could they get to the moon, though?
It'll take extra boosters. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we're going to need like Raptor version 7.
There's gonna be like fat tax.
Extra rocket fuel.
Sir, we cannot hit escape velocity. We didn't account. The thing crashes right back down.
You lied about your age. I mean your weight.
Yeah. I don't know. This is cool. I'm rooting for them, even though it sounds very scammy. But even if this
Yeah.
company's a scam, obviously at some point, I do think it is going to happen in our lifetime.
I hope
That
this
is-
becomes.
seems very obvious to me.
I hope this becomes a fire festival for rich people. Like they actually do it, and it's the shittiest thing imaginable. Love to see
That would
that.
be fucking hysterical if like all the billionaires get stranded up there.
Oh yeah, and it's like, yeah, cool, we're on the
If
moon.
it turns
but
out they like just GitHub Copilot vibe coded all the code on the fucking hatches and whatnot, and they're stuck up there, and somebody has to fix it. We're gonna send a rescue mission.
yeah,
It's gonna be a whole movie and documentary, and then we're gonna have our ocean gates, the space gates submarine explode.
oh, fun times.
Okay, that
Well.
was one topic. Let me see what else we got here.
Or do we want to
Um,
move to a fun little television show? We could do either.
Yeah, let's talk about the television show that all of us have
Okay.
now
Sure.
watched. I
Okay,
binged
so
it this week.
as you all figured out by now, the three of us decided as a group on our own time to watch the hilarious comedy Scrubs starring Zach Braff. Delight
It's just so
abounds.
long.
It was long, but it was worth it. And we all marathoned it, and it's hysterical and heartwarming and has equal parts drama and comedy. And just, I thought, what do you guys think about Scrubs? What'd you think?
That's
I thought
awkward because
the
my
main
notes said Buffy the
characters-
Vampire Slayer.
What?
Mine
Jackson,
said
don't tell me
Bones.
that you didn't watch. What did you watch?
I watched Bones.
Oh, God.
Bones. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I
Starring the
think
main
everyone
character,
forgot about
Bones.
Bones. I don't think anybody remembered Bones exists.
I fucked
Yeah,
with
really.
Bones back in high school a lot. I remember watching it a lot.
My dad watched that show, and every time I watched it, I was like, all right, this is a
I'm
mainstream crime drama,
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, I'm
It just
sure
wasn't
how
hitting
good-
like House.
No,
Yeah.
House was interesting, but then like all that shit like NCIS and Bones, and then there's like 2 or 3 others that would just air on that same
I
style
think-
of time slot
Yeah,
of just like
think
yeah.
the best way I can put it is like Bones is like
Rizzolian
It
Isles.
really is-
That's another one.
it's like the Big Bang Theory of crime procedurals.
all
I
of
feel.
those shows are so formulaic and exactly the same show as every other, and they're for old people to go, wow, they're so smart, they solved a mystery. And it's like they're the same show every time. We're quirky, kind of like each other, kind of rib at each other, groups of detectives do shit.
Yeah.
The end.
I'll say my binge rewatch of all 13 seasons of Bones this last week in preparation for this episode
Mhm,
was
mhm.
not good. It really did not stand the
Right.
test of time. Not what I
Yeah.
remember at all.
When I was doing Scrubs, it's like the first season or 2 I was having a good time, and then after a while I was like, God damn it, why did I choose to watch this whole show within a week? This was such
Yeah,
a fucking
I know,
mistake.
it was stupid. I was like, why am I watching Bones right now when I could be watching Pluribus? What's up with that?
Wait, did you watch Pluribus?
No, I didn't have time. I was watching Bones.
Oh, well, I was going to say, why don't we just talk about
Oh.
Pluribus instead of those shows? Because that's a good show.
I mean,
I was gonna
I guess-
watch it, but
I
I,
guess we
ended up
can.
watching Breaking Bad again.
Oh, fuck. I was going to watch it,
Still
but I
never
ended up
seen it.
watching Smiling Friends Season 3 on Adult Swim right now, as well as Rick and Morty Season 8 on Adult Swim. Fuck. Whoops.
Ugh.
Whoops.
No, I did watch Pluribus. In fact, I watched it 2 times. I watched the
Why?
entire season twice. Not the
Why?
entire season twice.
You did not.
No, I did. I seriously did. Because I was watching it on the side while I was programming, like doing other work stuff. And I watched the first 6 episodes in one night, and I was like, I really fucking enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And then I was telling my fiance about it, and she's like, oh, I want to watch it. So we watched it again. All of them
Aw.
together.
Oh,
had a
actually, I did that
reason.
too. Yeah,
He wanted to get laid.
kind of end up.
No, I wanted to share something with my significant
No,
other,
that's
Andrew.
stupid. No,
Something you
shut-
wouldn't
no.
understand.
No, that's bullshit. No, you wanted to put your pee-pee in her, so you went, oh, yeah, I totally will want to watch the show a second time that I
No,
just watched.
I wanted to do the opposite. She was coming on to me, and I was like, I don't want to have sex right now. I want to watch Pluribus.
Babe,
Leave me alone.
get the fuck off me. It's Pluribus time. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
It's Pluribus time. It's too good.
I don't want you. I
Let's
want
watch it
my
a third time.
pluribussy.
Everyone out there,
Nice.
remember, if you don't want to have sex with your partner, just say it's Pluribus time and put it on. It works every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
There was a hot lesbian kiss in it.
there is. So without spoiling stuff, I guess how far in can we go? And then I guess we can just say spoilers of
Let's
things.
give our surface
particular.
level thoughts that don't
Yeah.
spoil anything first for like 5 minutes, and then we can talk about spoilers.
I agree with that. So if you haven't
There
seen
aren't
it yet,
really any spoilers yet.
When Carol died at the end, I was fucking shocked. Shocked.
Yeah, I remember she
I know,
looked at
right?
the camera, put a gun to her head, and said, "This one's for you, Saul Goodman," and then blew her brains out. It was weird.
I can't believe she has a daughter that they reveal in the last episode.
Well, what's really funny, actually, straight up actual funny, is a lot of people, including one of my friends, thought that this show was a spin-off from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Like, oh, it's the same, it's some same actors and Vince Gilligan, so it's the same universe. And then you watch the first episode and you're like, no, it's not even remotely related to any
Do you
of
want to
it.
give?
It is the same actress though. That's why people thought that. I think.
Right,
Rhea
and-
Seehorn,
And there's
I
some
think.
cameos from other people in other Vince Gilligan shows, but
Do
yeah.
you want to give us like a synopsis of the concept?
Okay, so this gives away episode 1, but that's it. So
I mean, it's the entire concept. So
it's the concept, but then the rest of the whole point of the show is what happens from it. So lady who plays the woman from Better
Kim.
Call Saul, what's her name again? Kim. What's the actress?
Kim Wexler.
Yeah.
Rhea something.
Seahorn.
Yeah. So she is a burnt out alcoholic romance author who is very just kind of like, oh, I write crap. Yeah, I have fans. I don't care. Whatever. Give me my paycheck. I like my manager. She's also my wife. She's nice. But like, this sucks. This is lame. And one day, a outbreak at a local lab causes the entire planet, except for I saw that too. Kaya is Googling Rhea Seahorn, and the top recommendation is Rhea Seahorn feet. Anywho, there's a genetics lab that's manufacturing a DNA code that they get from space, and it turns out that code causes the entire planet to fall into a hive mind. So everyone loses their identity, their sense of self. They all can understand everyone's thoughts. They all become one single organism, except for Rhea Seahorn and 11, 12 other people on the planet, like another group of planet that are immune to it. And that's the show. Oh no.
You see that concept, that, you know, the hive mind concept in a bunch of other sci-fi movies and TV series throughout time, obviously. Like, I think there's a Star Trek episode. There's a Futurama episode for sure.
Nearly every sci-fi anthology show does a hive mind episode for sure.
True, Rick and Morty. Yeah, but nothing. I have never seen it kind of explored, the subtleties of it explored quite as expertly, let's say, as in Pluribus. Like the whole concept of individuality compared to collectivism. Obviously,
one thing I particularly enjoyed related
really well
on that is there's a lot of moments in the show that are just downright clever. And it's more so you think of, oh, that makes a lot of sense that a hive mind would work that way. And you kind of think, well, why don't they do it that way in other shows with hive minds? It's like answers to questions that you've never seen before that make a lot of sense. You know?
Yeah, I would put it like the hive mind in other shows and stuff always acts as just a sledgehammer for the fantasy, like the tropes, let's say, of a hive mind situation. Whereas this show really wrestles with what the dynamic would actually look like if a hive mind was trying to survive, basically. If a hive mind was acting in a realistic manner.
I don't know if we mentioned the main part of the show, which is that the main character, Carol, who's immune to the hive mind, is very, very angry at the hive mind for taking humanity over.
Yes.
And she's slowly going insane and drinking too much, trying to figure out how to get everything back, only to discover that all the other immune people are super duper on board and they think it's the coolest shit ever. And they want to also join the hive mind, and they're mad that they're immune.
So
which
in the first
leads her
episode,
to have a mental breakdown.
In the first episode, one of the reasons that pushes Carol that way is when the hive mind takes over, it's very violent. It causes people to have complete full body seizures that last for like a straight minute. And the idea is, well, not everyone survives that. Some people, you know, are driving or doing whatever, and they just die because their body just stops. And the previously mentioned manager wife of Carol dies during that takeover. She falls over on some concrete, hits her head, just dies. And the idea is, her push is to go into the direction of, oh, fuck all y'all, this is wrong, this is bad, because it took away, you know, what she cared about. Rather, the other characters very much see it as, well, hey, this is like perfect, everyone loves each other, it's great, why not? It's awesome.
Yeah, one example of that is one of the survivors, the other survivors, of which there's only about, I think, 13 or 12. Regardless, one of the survivors has a son who is hive-minded, is part of the hive mind, but she still pretends. Yeah, she still pretends that the son is her son, because technically, like, the son's consciousness, well, the son's memories and stuff are in there, so the hive mind can use the vessel of the son and make it exhibit the traits of her son, but it's not actually her son.
Right.
But the woman has tricked herself into still being happy with that.
And in my mind, that's my favorite part of the show. I think the show overall is great. I think it has some issues, but the thing that I particularly just love is it brings up a lot of questions about that scenario. Like, would you try to pretend like they're still people? They can mimic them perfectly. They know everything they know, but they're not them anymore. Would you try to just exist alongside the hive mind? Could you?
Watching the show, I get extremely annoyed at the characters that are not like Carol. Like, I feel like Carol takes the pragmatic approach.
That's one of my criticisms of the show. I hate everyone in the show. I hate absolutely everybody.
I was gonna say
there are very few likable characters.
Yes.
At the same time, there's one likable character, and I'll bring him up later.
Oh, well, he'll come up later. Don't talk about him now. Yeah. But I know who you're talking about.
But regardless, I was gonna say, I hate all of the characters who basically want to or accept the hive mind. Basically, like there's a lot of them throughout the movie, TV show.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if I was in that situation, I think realistically, I'd probably also just give up. Like, what am I going to do in that situation? How am I going to solve this issue? I may as well just live the rest of my life in blissful ignorance until they do hive mind me. Like, there's nothing I could realistically do to solve
It's a great question, isn't it? It's a good question the show puts forth because they approach it from a lot of different angles. And it's this question of, if in essence everyone else on Earth was dead, would you kill yourself and join them? Is there any point? Is there any hope? Could you ever have joy if everyone you know and love is gone? Now, maybe there's that chance of getting you back. Some characters discuss, oh, well, we have to end this and cure it. Some characters say, oh, fuck, who cares? I don't care. But it's that question of, how would you operate in that scenario? How would you live? How much would you delude yourself? And how much of it would be, no, okay, we got to do something, I
mean, you either die, or you could try to stop it, or you live in blissful ignorance, in fake happiness, basically. It's not real happiness, obviously, because like it explores themes of hedonism as well. Like, there's a character in there who really just goes to extravagant lengths to pleasure himself, let's say.
There's a whole harem.
With the hive mind.
He's a total hedonist. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I'm doing what I want.
But the main character, Carol, always argues that it's not real. It's not real.
But then she starts a romance with one of the zombies herself.
Now, hold on. I think, unless Jackson has anything else, we can go ahead and give a spoiler warning and say we're going to talk about the whole first season.
I want to first just... I recommend the show. I've never seen Breaking Bad, so I'm not a biased Vince Gilligan fan or anything like that. So I really loved the show. I think there's definitely a lot of slower parts, but I feel like they're all additive to the final kind of feeling I got from the show. So it's not a negative by any means.
It's a show that I think directorial-wise, it would be a hard rewatch because it is very slow. And the first time you see it, there's definitely a lot of like, oh, what's going on here? And taking stuff in and kind of figuring stuff out and whatnot. But I imagine if I watched it again, there'd be a lot of stuff where I'm just kind of like, okay, move on.
20 minutes, 20-minute scenes where you're like, okay, I don't need to see this. I know
where it's going.
What it leads to and what the purpose of the scene is. But it is such a drawn out scene where, like, laborious to rewatch for sure. But watching it for the first time, like, the filmmaking is really good. The cinematography, the colors I thought were fantastic throughout it. Like, there was a lot of interesting color usage. Like, I'm pretty sure the jacket that she wears is such a vibrant color throughout most of it, and you can see it change over time. There's a lot of interesting things that they did with color, and also the soundtrack I thought was really good as well. Music I definitely noticed a lot of the times. So I would say it was really good, and it kind of makes me want to watch Breaking Bad more than
the actress is stellar, obviously.
Yes, the acting is very good. I think everyone in it is very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think this is like probably the best endorsement for watching Breaking Bad. I think I will go back and watch it now.
Yeah.
Good. It's finally, fuck.
It's high concept as well. Like, I think Breaking Bad, maybe for some people who are hesitant, they're like, oh, it's a crime thriller. And I mean, yeah, but it's incredibly good, but it is. But this is more if you like shows like Severance, where there's like, you know, a plot going on that's kind of got a lot to it and a lot of puzzle pieces and a lot of philosophy behind the characters' decisions. That's exactly what this is. There's a ton of questions to ask and answer.
Audience. It really does feel like it respects the audience and takes itself seriously, which is nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't undermine itself through typical TV norms.
Right.
Like characters that only exist for, you know, quip purposes and things like that. The writing is pointed and purposeful, which is nice. It doesn't feel like, even though there are long scenes, like I said, it doesn't feel like it's wasting time. Or I guess what I'm saying is it knows where it wants to get to by the end of the season. It has a story to tell. It knows exactly.
Are you
what
saying
it's
you're
doing.
not missing a like Quirk Chungus dinosaur sidekick to be the comic relief?
There is mercifully not a single comic relief character, and the only one who you would say is actually has a lot of rationale behind why he acts the way he does.
The only negative thing I have to say is there's a lot of screen time. Let's say, well, basically the entire series or season is predominantly between two characters, the Hive Mind and Carol. I feel like some of the time could have been better used with regards to a third character, which I think you know who I'm talking about, Andrew. I would have liked to have seen more. I kind of
hear that, but I think I would have to dive into spoilers as to why. I also get why they did it the way they did it that way.
I get why they did it, but I'm so I enjoyed the character so much and was intrigued by the character so much. I want to see more, obviously. So
right,
I guess that's a good thing, right? Like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in for a season 2. Season. It's a TV show these days because there's just 60 billion fucking shows out there, and I've got a backlog on Google Docs. I literally cross shit off of.
I just don't watch shows.
But
TV the concept was pretty good.
TV shows to me need two things for me to ever give a shit. Number one, they need a good concept, and number two, they need memorability. That's it. And this show has both. It's a great concept that they tackle very smartly, and there are plenty of moments and things that come out of it that stick with you, and I'm in for a season 2. I'm definitely interested for a season 2.
I hope the season 2 is I hope Vince Gilligan and the team knows exactly where they want to go with it. Like they have an end.
Oh, thank God they don't. They basically said, "Hey, we had one season, and now we're kind of figuring it out." So that's gonna be good.
That's what they said. That's disappointing. Isn't that kind of what happened?
Well,
with
I trust them to land it.
People said the Severance
they have time.
Was awful.
I mean, this was the biggest premiere for Apple TV ever, and it's Vince Gilligan. He's got the clout to be like, "Hey, I want to do what I want." I can imagine they have plenty of time and resource to make something good. You know,
he gets more leeway than the Severance people.
Yeah.
Did Breaking Bad was it the same situation? Was he making it up as he went along, or did he always?
No. Breaking Bad, they didn't even know if it was going to air as a show. They made the pilot, and they were like, boy, howdy, do I hope you guys make a TV show with this. And then it just happened to be the biggest fucking thing ever. Whereas this, they made the whole season, and Vince Gilligan was like, hey, yeah, I'm going to make a sci-fi show, and I have a really cool idea, and we're going to do it. And then it was, I believe after that, he said, well, I hope it gets a second season type deal.
I hope it gets a second season, and I hope it doesn't take 3 fucking years.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to. Yeah.
Well, what would you prefer though? 3 years and it's an actually good show, or shit it out in a year and you don't have to wait?
Both.
I get what you mean, but why can't we have fast shows anymore? It used to be that they would film 24 episodes of House every single year and nail it, and it's now it's like you have a show like Stranger Things that takes an entire decade to finish.
My God.
And the big thing with this show as well is that most of the time it's just filming one or two characters in a location. Like there's not big CGI effects or anything. It's like a lot of this show does not have complicated filming, you know?
I disagree. There's a lot of pretty intricate scenes in the show, I would say.
I would say that in terms of coordinating extras to do people stuff, yeah, but I'm talking about you're not waiting on the CGI department to make a giant monster for
CGI,
6 months, you know? Yeah.
CGI, no, not CGI, but I'm just meant the logistics of filming. They shot in a lot of different locations, you could tell throughout the globe-trotting kind of adventure.
It's definitely not the most simple show ever, but a lot of scenes are just Carol's in her house. okay, Carol and now this other character are going to this store.
Carol on the phone.
Carol's on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of the show.
Carol's
like a
and
good bulk of
Sprouts.
it. Yeah, Carol and Sprouts. Yeah.
All right, so that's
It is fun. She does carry the show, by the way.
All right, now we're going to get into full-on spoil territory.
Highly
This is your
recommended.
chance to turn off and go watch the show before we spoil major plot lines.
Yeah, highly recommend it.
3, 2, 1. Guys, isn't Carol a fucking bitch? I hate her so much. I
That
hate
show
her so
seriously
much.
The show fucking
Fuck.
sucks.
I hate Carol so goddamn much. She pissed me off all fucking show. Oh,
She did piss me off for the first five episodes.
Okay,
But
I'm
then
going to
she
tell you
goes,
why
I
Carol
get her.
pissed me off. I'm going to tell you why Carol pissed me off. So I imagine if I'm in this scenario, right? I'm doing my daily shit, and then a hive mind comes to Earth, and they explain the rules. The very first thing the hive mind does for her is they explain the rules. Oh, you know, we're here to assimilate, but don't worry, we won't hurt you. You're safe. Blah 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 blah. And then Carol does a smart thing. Her first thing is, well, I need to find out more. Oh, they can't lie to me. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, they're doing that. And then Carol proceeds to, for the vast majority of the show, make stupid decisions. This force has the entire might of the planet at its disposal, and your way of fighting back is throwing temper tantrums like a little girl every time it does anything. Really? Okay. Good
I mean, it's what I
plan.
do. Again,
Is it?
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I can't stop it.
But then what's your plan? To just scream at it and do nothing?
No,
Just sit
like
around
I
and
said
wait to
before,
die?
realistically, my plan would be to just assimilate, probably, or just.
Well,
be
then you're a
hedonistic.
pussy who's not worth a story. Carol's
Typical
the main
Australian.
character. Yeah.
Well,
Carol's
she
the
struggles.
main
It's
character.
not like from the beginning. Yeah, but it's not like she devolves into a puddle on the ground. Initially, you know, she's mad and then she gets lonely
Right.
and sad. There's like a whole arc where the whole hive mind just leaves her alone and isolated for like a month or two.
Right.
And by the end, she breaks and says, she calls them and says, "Hey, can you guys come back? I miss
I'm
you. I hate being lonely." Which is like a human emotion. I kind of get
It's
it.
also, it's not just a human emotion, it's a core trait of her. Like, you can tell that she struggled her entire life with feeling ostracized
Right.
and different to people.
Look, Carol
Like, I
is
thought
a
that was-
good character. I don't think she's a bad character. She has her motivation. She has her flaws. She's extremely flawed. She's an emotional alcoholic with attachments to stuff that she struggles to let go. That's a big thing of the show. You know, her wife dies and she spends literally half the season just refusing to accept it, basically. And be like, no, this, you know, I'm going to bury her and do all the shit that really doesn't matter. The hive mind would have carried her away in a golf cart if I asked. But it doesn't stop me from hating her. I hate that.
And then, spoiler alert,
Yeah.
she moves on real quick from her wife when the hive mind sends a super cute MILF named Zoja to be the
Yes.
face of the hive mind and to rizz her up, who, I don't know
Literally
if you
her dream
recognize her,
woman.
Jackson, but it's
Yes.
Dominica from House, from the last 2 seasons or so of House, when he's like having a mail order bride. It's the same actress, which like drove me insane for a couple of episodes. I was like, where do I know this lady from? And I looked it up and it's Dominica.
All I hate
And they
is
slowly
that,
fall in romance. And then there's the moments
Yeah.
where, you know, Zoja reveals, well, you know, look, we're still trying to convert you, you know. We're going to have to do it because it's our biological imperative to
Yeah, exactly.
convert you to us.
Right.
And Carol goes, "Oh, I can't believe you would do that to me." Where she
Exactly.
realizes, oh wait, this is not an individual. I'm still just like, you just fucked half the planet.
Well,
they
dude,
have sex.
And
Spoiler alert.
I
Yeah,
hate
yeah, yeah.
Carol. I hate Carol because she goes about things very stupidly. The episode that I actually hated, I truly hated, was they spend half of it going, "Oh, I'm going to go to Sprouts and find out what these aliens are drinking. I'm going to do it. It's sinister. They're drinking something weird." And then they reveal that part of it is human corpses that they grind up for protein. And immediately when that happened, the way that they reveal it on the show is she goes to a freezer and pulls a sheet off something and gasps, and it cuts to credits. And as soon as that happened, I said, it's human corpses and there's a good reason for it. And then they spend 30 minutes in the next episode building up to the reveal that it's human corpses and there's a good reason for it. And Carol the entire time could have just asked. Could have just done anything. Could have called the other survivors or something. but she just
No,
doesn't.
I mean, that,
Well, she does.
they
She
kind of
she
play
goes
into
to the
that.
hedonist
Yeah,
guy.
they play into that kind of that aspect by she goes to the hedonist guy and he's like, yeah, we know, we've known for weeks.
Yeah,
Right,
Are you
and-
talking about the human corpses? And then he puts on a John Cena video that they
And the
filmed
John
just
Cena
for
video is
her.
the funniest part of the whole show. It's hysterical. But that's my point. Like, everyone else is 10 steps ahead of her. And it just frustrates
think-
me that we have a character like that that's almost willfully ignorant. You know?
But I think that's kind of the point that the show is trying to make, that they know because
Right.
they're part of the collective, whereas she's an individual who's operating.
Right.
No, they
And
don't. Well,
I
she's
get
still
it.
ahead of everyone because all the other immunes, they're like, yeah, I'm totally on board with this. Oh, they eat corpses. Awesome.
Except-
Meanwhile,
Our
What?
main man, Manusos, the
my
best
favorite
character in the whole show. Love that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
He
great.
doesn't give a fuck.
He
who's this
Oh,
grouchy outsider, one of
Yes.
the immune who doesn't want to talk to any of the. He doesn't want to talk to the immunes, and he also doesn't want
Yes.
to talk to the hive mind. He's just fucking grouchy. But he kind of sort of gets this like tsundere love crush on Carol, the main character, because she keeps calling him just to call him a son of a whore in Spanish.
Yeah.
So he's like, huh. She's disagreeable. I'm kind of into that. So he travels through fucking Mexico and like a bunch of mountains, gets bitten by snakes and
From
shit, and gets
fucking
himself
Chile.
poisoned.
So
Yeah.
I love him. I love him because his story is just so based off of like, if you wanted to fight this, what would you do and how would you recognize it? So he's a shut-in and he owns a storage facility. And first, when it all happens, he locks himself in there because he's like, okay, the aliens are here. This is fucked. And the way that he knows that everyone's possessed and taken over by an alien is because his mom is being nice to him. And he's like, my mom was a bitch. You're not my mom. Go away. So he's like, okay, I'm going to go meet up with Carol because she called me on the phone and is actually a human. So he drives a piece of shit convertible car all the way from Chile or some region, or not Chile. He's the girls from Chile, Peru, from Peru all the way through Central America, all the way to America, which is like this impossible, difficult journey with unpaved roads and mountains and unclaimed territory and all this shit. And then when he gets there, his first plan is to kidnap one of the members of the hive mind and torture it just to see how he can beat them. He kicks so much
Yeah.
ass. He's awesome.
He's like, well, he's kind of, he hasn't gone, well, I don't think he's vulnerable to the same things that Carol is vulnerable to, which is why he hasn't changed. Like he doesn't,
right.
he genuinely doesn't care, whereas Carol is
He's
really
a Sigma male.
as
doesn't
the
need
time
their
goes
approval,
on.
damn it.
way. I think a
As
more
the time
accurate
goes on,
description
even though she thinks she's an individual, she feels like she's
is falling
completely
into
alone.
it. Right. I
Yeah.
think a more accurate description of what I'm saying is I find the show frustrating. And
It's definitely frustrating.
It's
Yeah.
not like a bad frustrating where I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch this. Oh, I'm pissed off. Oh, this is stupid. It's more just like, I get why they do what they do, but boy, do I hate that they do it. You know, like I want to strangle Carol
I hate
sometimes.
that Carol makes certain choices throughout it, but I never felt like throughout the show like that choice that she made wasn't in line with her character. I never felt that way.
Right. No, and
Yeah.
that's the beauty of the show, and that's why I watched the whole season, loved it, and want a second one. Because as much as I disagree with her a lot of the time, I'm still invested. You know, I'm still wanting her to succeed. I still want her to achieve what happens. But we were talking earlier about like the things that it considers are very smart of a hive mind, things you never see on the show. One of my favorite parts of the entire thing is people to them are just a tool of whatever's most convenient. So like the airplane pilot is the woman working at Chili's near the airport. And it's like, oh, well, she was the
It's just whoever's
closest to the
nearby.
airport. Yeah, she was right there. And you know, we find it weird, but for the hive mind, it makes perfect sense. If they all share perfect skills and knowledge, just grab whoever's right there. It doesn't fucking matter. And I love that touch about it because you never think about that in other sci-fi hive mind media. Just it's an extension. It's like an arm. Doesn't matter, you know? It's good
My
shit.
favorite part of the show, I think, was just how the hive mind operated in terms of its strategy of eventually consuming leftovers, basically, like the final people. Like it was successful. It was almost completely successful. I mean, arguably, it was successful in manipulating Carol without her knowing it, basically, into a position where, you know, she falls in love basically with an element of the hive mind. She says as much at the end, like, I like you. I like you.
Can you blame her?
I like, I like
exactly,
the hive mind.
and that's their strategy. It's a genius how consistent the hive mind is. So the idea is the hive mind, whenever it assimilates someone, pumps them full of feel-good chemicals. So they love being in the hive mind. They don't exist anymore, but it keeps them, pacified with all those feel-good chemicals that they talk about. And the idea is they have the Chilean girl of the native people, and she's like, well, I want to join all my family, my cousins, my brother, my sister, blah blah blah. And they do the whole song and dance. They do all of her religious ceremony with the chanting and
they
the
have
songs,
an entire village set up
everything.
for her.
They built a whole village just to keep her, in
like
her normal life and happy.
Aunt and her sister or someone are there with her at all times.
They finally get her a tube with a vial that makes her, bypasses her immunity and puts her in the hive mind. And the instant she inhales it, it just all stops. All of that shit gone in an instant.
Well,
they
my
immediately
favorite detail in
deconstruct
that
the
was-
village.
No more purpose.
Yeah,
more
there's no
purpose.
reason. They
My
got
favorite
her.
detail
That was the whole
when
point.
she was still human. She has like a pet goat that she plays with, and the goat is like cuddling up to her. And then once she's converted, there's a scene where she just like opens the gates for the goats to let it go and just walks away from it feeling nothing. As the goat coos
Bleats
after
at
her,
her.
jumps up and bleats
And
at her,
it's-
running after her like, don't you like me anymore? But the person is gone. It's just part of the hive mind
it's
now.
her
And I like that little
individuality is
detail.
destroyed. And it's a nice little detail when you
Exactly.
think about how it's working, where the hive mind is not allowed to lie, it's not allowed to hurt anyone, it's not allowed to destroy life for food. And that ties into how it controls people, because it does it through purely feel-good chemicals. So the idea is that's how the hive mind is operating. It's pure empathy. It's pure just encapsulation, pure group thought. So it could never bring itself
Manipulation.
to... Yeah, exactly. It could never bring itself to kill an animal for food or insult somebody or hurt them or lie to them. So it's kind of their weakness in also their strength. They preserve themselves by making everyone feel good and amazing being in the hive mind and making it look like this pure infinite bliss, where at the same
It's
time...
also insidious because
the human population's starving to death because of that. It can't sustain itself doing that. It's a double-edged sword. And it's consistent. It's genius.
Now
I love how they
imagine-
wrote the hive mind.
well, it's also like a manipulative like sociopath, because imagine if instead of Zoja they sent like Boogie to convince Carol, right? It's like that wouldn't work. So obviously they had to send like a cute chick
Said the hot chick
to be
Right.
like, hey, I'm your age.
who's just a vessel. Like the body's
Right.
just a vessel.
It is
literally
always
just
at all
like
times,
basically prostituting this random
Yeah.
woman for the cause of the hive.
it is always at all times operating on what would best make the person they want feel good and want the decision. The people who had families, they get to keep their families. The hedonist guy, they go, here's a line of supermodels for you to fuck, and we'll have a whole group of 50 people recreate that you're James Bond at a casino. Carol, you're gay. We found not only a hot woman, but one who looks exactly like the ones that you fantasize about in your romance novels. It's doing everything it can to get them on their side while not breaking the way that it controls people.
Yeah.
It's genius. It's well written. It's very well written.
I loved the Peru scene. I think that's probably my favorite scene in the entire show, maybe, because it really encapsulates how the hive mind operates. Like just literally the whole concept of the Peruvian girl had basically been manipulated throughout the entire show by her aunt and her sister, who were hive-minded, basically being like, yeah, no, it's great, you'll love it, you get to
We
share
love
your
you.
individuality with the entire planet, it's so beautiful. And then the moment that she is hive-minded, everything vanishes, the entire individuality is gone, so they all just
'cause
walk
there's
off in
no
different
point.
distances. Like
And
the
it
aunt and the
ties back
sister
to,
walk off in literally other directions, like they're meaningless now to each other.
Because there's no
It's so
family.
great.
There's no family anymore.
Yeah.
And it ties
That
back to
poor
a
goat.
really great line from Carol. Carol, does bring up some questions to the audience of like, okay, is her method of opposing them right, or is she making good decisions in a lot of the moments? But she does bring up a very fucking good line in the second episode when they all the immune get together to have a group dinner and discuss what they're going to do. And all of them are like, oh, have you even asked what it's like to be in the hive mind? It's like pure infinite joy and bliss. And Carol says, I'm smart enough to know not to ask my heroin dealer how good the heroin is. And
and yet she still fell victim to it eventually.
Right. exactly right. And that's part of why the show is really good. Even though these characters, every now and then, it's like, oh, I want to slap you. It's still all very tightly written.
Well,
and I think
her
that's the biggest strength of the
her
show.
need to be a part of a collective to some degree led her to abscond from all of her rationality, basically.
Right. And you, Kaya, you brought up a very good point, which is when eventually she does fall into that romance and ask them to come back, could you blame her? Absolutely not, man. Look at the alternative. If you're one of 12 people left on the planet, even if all 12 of them want to fight the hive mind, what do? You're alone. You are so against overwhelming everything. You're isolated. I mean, I guess
like when you see somebody in a. It's like when you see somebody in a shitty relationship, like an abusive relationship, and you realize, well, they don't want to leave that relationship because they're just terrified of being alone. It's like that, but on a planetary scale. Like, damn.
I mean, it's the curse of humans. It's the curse of humanity. We love being a part of a collective, but we also treasure our individuality.
Yeah. I would be trying to fix it and, asking questions of the hive mind and discovering things, but I can't lie. Every now and then I'd be like, you know what, guys? I really want to watch Donald Trump and Joe Biden have a sword fight in front of me. Could you make that happen? That'd be sick. It's like, why not? You're stuck in this horrible, seemingly never-ending apocalypse of everyone is essentially dead. If you really think about it, everyone in that hive mind has died. Oh, yeah. It's like you need something. And they'll give it to you. You just have to accept it's not real. And that's the beauty of the show.
She eventually did.
Yeah.
She eventually
did. Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks to that Mexican fella.
She literally does go, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to go on my incredible lesbian adventure. And she does. and then the hive mind goes, by the way, we're just doing this to get to you, right? And she goes, oh, no way. Why?
But Dominica.
Yeah. but random woman
you
from the
ate
Middle
my
East.
Pluribus, how could you?
But random Middle Eastern woman who's probably not even gay and would never love me. How could you say that? What? Yeah.
Very good show.
Great show. Highly recommend. Loved it.
Now it's time to wrap this up and head on over to the After Dark. If you want to listen to early episodes, ad-free episodes, or the After Darks, please go to official.men, free 7-day trial right now if you sign up. Right now, Kai is also making a post over there.
On official.men and the Patreon for... I want to make a post and see if people have like funny dating stories or like funny horror stories about their exes. So if you have anything titillating, you might be on the next episode. We just figured it could be a fun little call-in thing about horrifically entertaining first dates. I know some people out there have some amusing stories, I'm sure.
Yeah, so head over there to official.men or the Patreon. We'd prefer official.men. And find that thread that Kai is going to post, and then leave a comment below with your story, and we'll read it out on the show. Give us content. All right, that's it. We'll head on over to After Dark now. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.